what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, or just welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing a very interesting boxing match that's coming up next weekend. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. 140. Two very good fighters, young fighters, who've gone through it already. I would say Teofimo probably just a little bit more has gone through it, but two fighters with very unique styles. I would say Teofimo Lopez has a more unique style, but this is a really good fight. And at first, when I was thinking of this fight, I thought it was going to be a really boring fight, just like a lot of these boxing fights are very boring. Let's be honest. All you boxing fans are kind of delusional. With some of your fights very boring. I like when I thought of this fight, I honestly thought, it's just gonna be Shakur, staying on the ropes, evading Teofimo hitting his shoulders and stuff, and that was gonna be the whole fight. Shakur would win, right? Now I'm still gonna go with Shakur, but I don't think it's gonna be that fight. Surprisingly, I don't think this fight's gonna be boring at all. I think it will be in some moments, but that happens in every fight, right? I believe this fight is gonna be won in the middle, and I believe it's going to be someone getting hurt. Either Shakur or Teofimo Lopez. But I believe Teofimo Lopez will get hurt by Shakur in this fight. And my reason being... Well, before we get into my reason, let's talk about who... Bro. Teofimo, let's talk about the styles a little bit. Shakur, he's a guy who can really fight anywhere. He likes to fight on the inside a little bit when he's in the middle. But he likes to lay on the ropes, and... he doesn't just lay on the ropes. He evades punches very intelligently. Now, a lot of people, even a guy like Gervonta Davis has said, it's not that hard what he does. He's just backing up, But in recent fights, we've seen Shakur throw back, man. And he has underrated power. A lot of people give him a lot of crap for, not having power, not knocking people out. So what, man? He's winning his fights decently dominantly. Now, Shakur's last fight against Zepeda, there were some things in that where I was like, okay, Zepeda did make Shakur shake ass. He did make Shakur shake ass, but I don't think Shakur was hurt. I think he got caught, he shook some ass, but I don't think he was hurt. I remember the announcers in that fight were like, Shakur's hurt. He was not hurt. He got caught because he was playing that stupid game against the rope, and he didn't see a threat in front of him. Tells William Zepeda, I believe his name is. He's a very good fighter, a pressure fighter who I believe could beat Teofimo Lopez. I think Zepeda would beat Teofimo Lopez, and I'm not saying that to trash on Teofimo, but I'm saying that to say how good Zepeda is and how good that win it was for Shakur. Shakur, yeah, he played that game. He was against the ropes. Zepeda, a pressure fighter with nasty combinations. Shakur got caught, and it wasn't even in like a huge combination. He just got caught against the ropes with a right straight, a right cross. So if Shakur wants to play that game against the ropes with Teofimo Lopez, man, it's going to be hard for Shakur to counter against that. If he wants to go in there. Now, I believe Shakur might do that at first a little bit. Then he'll realize, okay, that's not where he's going to win this fight. Because there is a possibility of this fight being Shakur on the ropes, Teofimo just hitting Shakur's shoulders and arms a lot, and it just being a stinker. Maybe Shakur edges it out. Pause. But, like, at the same time, Teofimo, his style, how he'll have his kind of hands down in a way. He'll have his right hand up. He'll have his left hand, down a lot. But you don't see this hand coming, really. And Teofimo, I think, is a little faster than Shakur. And he's a little more explosive in the way, I don't know how to explain his style, I'm sure you, hardcore boxing fans can explain his style, but man, he just bounces in and out, and he'll go in, out, out. He'll go in, then get out of there, and then come right back in with combinations. And his combinations aren't super long, but they're fast, they're calculated. So man, if Shakur wants to play that game of playing on the ropes, using his shell, trying to set off counterattacks off the ropes, I don't think Shakur wins. but I don't think Shakur is gonna do that, man. I think that what was that Hadley fight that Shakur had? Didn't he TKO Hadley? That was a really good win, man. And that came off, I believe, the middle of the ring. Did it not? So I think and let's just how these two fight. I think Shakur is in a time in his career where he's really like honing in on like he's really good, man. Shakur is really good. He's not near the beginning of his career where he's just trying to get the win, right? Bro, he's getting wins and like he's gonna be doing it dominantly. Now the Zepeda fight, I'm talking all this. The Zepeda fight isn't that good of a look, but Shakur won. You know. So yeah, but also we look at that Barboza fight, Arnold Barboza versus Teofimo. Man, Teofimo, his combinations are really good, man. And that's what I'm saying, man. Shakur cannot be on the ropes in this fight because he's just gonna. It'll be a decision that'll go to Teofimo. Where this fight ends, I believe, I think Shakur TKOs Teofimo in the middle of the ring, because Teofimo Lopez, his combinations are good, but I believe his left hand being down a lot and he switches stances a lot. I don't think he should do that much against Shakur. I think Shakur will catch him, man. I think he'll catch him with an uppercut most likely. And now you're probably thinking, it's not that simple, you don't catch someone with an uppercut, especially Teofimo Lopez. Someone would have done it already. And people have before. But Shakur is different, man. He is a calculated fighter. I believe Shakur is going to probably KO. Not KO. No, he's not going to flatline him, right? I think he'll probably either win a decision with a knockdown or two against Teofimo, or I think Shakur might hurt Teofimo bad, man. I really do think Shakur could hurt Teofimo. I think he's going to finish Teofimo Lopez probably in the 7th or 8th round. And man, and it's hard to admit that I think this is going to be a really entertaining fight, because let's be honest, gotta talk shit about boxing. Look at your last few fights, man. The people who have carried your sport with Jake Paul, GOAT of your sport now, and you guys made him your GOAT. You guys made Jake Paul your GOAT, and I'm a big Jake Paul supporter, and he's probably he's top 3 most entertaining in boxing right now. Usyk, most entertaining in boxing right now also. Guys like that. Gervonta Davis was, but he's out of the game, man. So who do you guys have? You guys have no one. Boxing really does not have anyone right now, You could say Teofimo, you could say Shakur, but let's be honest. No one knows who Shakur Stevenson is, and no one knows who Teofimo Lopez is. No one knows who Arnold Barboza is. No one knows who Rolly Romero is. No one knows who Zepeda is. No one knows any of these guys. No one even knows who Vasily Lomachenko is. Let's be honest. I'm kidding. He's retired. I'm not going to bring him into this. A retired guy, right? Boxers are irrelevant. Now, do boxers technically... They have most of the numbers, right? But pretty irrelevant. No one's going to be watching this Teofimo and Shakur fight. There's not going to be anyone watching except you hardcore boxing fans and fake boxing fans. There's a lot of fake boxing fans out there, and I'm one of them, right? So, I don't know what tangent I was going on, right? But this is going to be a good fight. And I think a lot of you MMA fans are retarded. You guys really do shit on boxing a lot, but MMA can be pretty boring, And boxing is definitely a way... I know I'm getting way off topic here, just saying random stuff. Boxing is a way more skillful sport, It's way harder to become a boxing world champion than an MMA world champion. Everyone knows that. Boxers are way more skilled in their own sport than MMA fighters are in their own sport. And I think this fight's going to be a masterclass of skill, speed, and just, man, Shakur is going to really... And after this fight, Shakur's name is going to be up there because, first of all, I think Shakur is probably the... if we really, obviously not statistically, but if you just look at fighters and their, just their fighting styles, man, I think top 3 is probably, Usyk first. I know Terence Crawford just retired, but I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him second, right? We're pound for pound rankings. You know, probably Usyk, Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna include him. Bivol slash Better Biev. I still have hope in Better Biev. I still believe he's the same level as Bivol. And then Shakur is right there. He's top 5 pound for pound in the world. I really do believe Shakur is there. Um, and yeah, I think this is gonna be a master class from both fighters in a way. I think you're gonna see we might see. I think we're actually gonna see Shakur shake ass again a little bit in the second or third round. I think because I think he's gonna play against the ropes a little bit at first, with his back to the ropes, trying to play that, and Teofimo will crack him a little bit, not hurt him. I don't think he'll hurt Shakur. Then Shakur is gonna go back to his corner. They're gonna be like, okay. Let's try it out in the middle of the ring. He's gonna realize that he's better than Teofimo in the middle of the ring. It's gonna be hard for Shakur to catch him, right? Because Teofimo, he goes in, then he gets right out of there, and he'll go back in. I think he's gonna get timed with an uppercut, or just a left hook. I think a left hook or uppercut. It's gonna come from Shakur's left hand. You know, rest in peace, Teofimo Lopez. Very good fighter, young guy. By the way, shout out to these guys. You know, showing, um, the best is gonna fight the best. So shout out to them. Uh, Hopefully I'm still recording. Oh my god, I'm just exposing myself. Um, Guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment whatever you want. Shakur Stevenson, he's gonna knock out or TKO or get a couple knockdowns and a decision very dominantly in the later rounds. No, okay. Official prediction: Shakur TKO, 7th or 8th round in the middle of the ring using his left hand. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want. Let me know what I should do next. Peace out.